Oh boy. Hello everybody. We are here. We have just gotten done with a 2-hour interview with oh gosh, just the funniest woman I've talked to in a long time. Yeah. Said it. I said it. You'd agree. Don't lose our only pin every week.
I want to throw my fries at you, but I also want to eat them.
Also, I had to mute your mic while you were eating your fries because even as silent as you were, I just kept hearing.
I'm hungry.
New day, yes it is.
Wakey, wakey.
Time to get up.
Good morning, citizens.
Open and then rise and shine.
This is your wake-up call, people.
Come on, the coffee's on.
DJ Deshane, thank you for that resubscription there. KY, I heard you. This was your first stream tonight, right? Is that what you said earlier in the thing, in the Discord? Like that's cool. I'm excited. I hope you set it to save them because I'd like to go back and see what it looked like. I saw Mo's first stream and it was.
I don't want to talk about it.
It was bad.
You can shut up. You can take your judgment and kick rocks. Got it?
It was just the choppiest thing on the planet.
Our new friend has got me all fired up. So this is going to be super fun.
We're going to say her name here in a second when we introduce everything. Okay. Hey, Grayson, didn't see you there. All right. Okay. You know they get saved? Yeah, okay. So all Twitch accounts start off with the option to save your videos turned off. So you have to go into your streamer options and turn on save your videos. And even then, they only stay on your page, I think, for a month, maybe 2 months before they automatically delete. But just so you know. Oh, fart. I didn't change that. Yeah, let me change that real quick. Can I change it on the fly? Back morning show. Podcast recording. Super late.
I have a junior bacon cheeseburger. Can I
eat your burger
Can I
before we get started here? 2 bites. Get it done. 2-bite challenge.
I had a big mouth, but not that big.
It's a junior. Come on.
Shut up, Matt.
It's like a burger for babies.
I just pulled on my own cord to my own head.
Clunk. Rev Kev, da. He first followed earlier today, and he is in the chat. So excited. But guys, seriously, you're not going to believe how hilarious this interview was, and touching in many ways. It's
convicting.
Great. Convicting in many ways.
She was like
so
on
good.
the path to being my new BFF until the very last few things she talked about, and then I was like,
what do you, oh, because they convicted you. Okay.
I want to keep my donuts. My junior bacon cheeseburger.
She was gonna be my best friend until she made it clear there would be no fast food in this relationship. Oh gosh, that's funny. Mm-hmm. All right, so our show tonight, because we are running so late and because the interview actually racked up to be very long, we're only going to be doing we're basically cutting one segment from every show, or every day of the show. So there's only going to be one Monday, one Tuesday, and 2 Wednesday things that we're recording. So our Twitch show here will probably only run about an hour. So even though we're late, hopefully you can stick with us here. I'm honestly surprised we have that many. But Rev Kev in the building, as I was saying. We did not interview Shonda Pierce. No. This would be, if we're looking in the Christian hilarity industry, this would probably be the polar opposite Shonda Pierce. But
in such a good way.
Such a good way.
But
y'all are gonna love it.
For me to say that, I know right now. I know for your comment to have been what it just was, and then me to follow up with in such a good way. Kevin's going, "Oh, great."
Anyway, RevKev80, he's the guy that we always are still poking fun at for saying very deeper. And I'll let it slide right now that we've actually created a limited edition sticker
Not we.
to that notion. Look, if you affirm what I do, then you're a part of it. So we.
That's
So there's
fair.
going to be a very limited edition RevKev Very Deeper sticker that will only be given out at random to people who redeem their nerd cred for a pack of stickers. And even that won't guarantee you get one. It's just going to be one of the ones that you might get. So just so you know. Let's see here. All right. Have you finished your burger? Your burger. Your burger meister burger.
Yes.
We're going to start recording then.
Oh, hold on. Let me open my water.
Your water? Oh, that is a water.
It is a LaCroix. It is a carbonated.
Because you paused, I thought you were intentionally lying.
Let me open my water. It's a water.
Quote unquote water. Yeah.
My kids call it La Crap.
Yeah, I don't know why so many people on the planet pretend like it tastes good, because it does not.
I love it. I honestly do. Smell it. It's coconut.
Oh no, that's my least favorite of any flavor.
But you don't like the texture, right?
No, the flavor is what I'm saying. I like the texture.
You don't
just
even
fine.
like the smell? The scent?
I'll smell it. No. See, I'm just smelling body butter. That's what I'm smelling. I'm smelling lotion.
Exactly.
I don't want to drink
it
that.
It smells like the beach. Like suntan lotion.
And you're gonna drink it. Mm-hmm. It's like licking someone on the beach. Ah, LaCroix.
You turd.
I mean, that's essentially the flavor, right? This is water.
Well, that
tastes like coconut.
Now that's all I can taste. So thanks. Good grief, you jerk.
It tastes like it's been in the same zip code as the flavor it's supposed to be. I've tried the lime LaCroix, and that's exactly my thought. I'm like, okay, yeah, this water was in the room with a lime once. That's how they got the flavor in here. All right. Don't look at me like that.
That's how I feel about your sugar-free gummies. And your keto crap.
Look, I'm not saying those are better than the normal things. That's just all I can eat.
This was better than anything, but it's good. And it's better than drinking a soda, which I drank earlier.
Which I will not drink right now, because I already had one.
Fact. Rise and shine, nerds.
Welcome to episode 413 of the Back Row Morning Show, a part of the Love Thy Nerd podcast network and the official exclusive morning show for LTN Radio. I'm Radio Matt, the station manager and chief radio nerd. I'm 18 years saved, 16 years married, 11 years recovered, 7 years a father, and 36 years a nerd.
And I'm Mo. A lot of things wrapped up in one small but loud package. Your very own casserole of a co-host, doing my best to bring the best. But one thing I'm not is good at math.
That's the most you've ever emphasized loud.
Loud.
One small but loud package.
I'm waiting for Kevin's comment there because that's what he says. I'm loud.
That's true.
so.
He is, yeah. Or he does say
Yeah,
that.
all the time.
I mean, most people, though, to be fair.
'cause
Today
it's
on the
true.
show, we welcome TikTok comedian Carollynn the Christian to share with us what life was like in the stand-up comedy scene.
Also on the show today, are your Pop-Tarts lying to you?
But first, today is Monday, November 1st, 2021, and we've got some holidays to celebrate. Quite a few.
Yeah, that is not some. That is a bunch.
That's the segment. That's all we're talking
All
about
right,
today.
y'all sit down, get comfy for just a second. It is All Saints Day.
Yep.
It is
Agreed.
National Cinnamon Day.
Yes, correct.
Please do not eat a teaspoon of it. Okay, you can add it to your coffee. That's really good, but you might die.
That's still one of those
Don't do the
challenges I
cinnamon
want to
challenge.
try. Yeah.
No,
We'll do it
I'm
on
not
air.
doing it. You can do it.
Merry Christmas. That's our challenge this year. You said you didn't want to do anything spicy, so now we're going to go.
What's next?
Dangerous.
The Tide Pod challenge? Like, I
Those are mostly non-toxic. I'm kidding. Absolutely kidding. Don't eat a Tide Pod. That's the last thing I need is to get sued.
Right? Do not eat
they
a
were
Tide
mostly
Pod.
non-toxic.
All right. It's also Extra Mile Day.
Extra mild? Or extra
Mile.
Oh, okay.
Mile.
Thought we were talking salsa.
So go the or
yeah. Yeah. Extra
Run
mile.
the-
Run the extra mile.
yeah.
No, I won't be doing that. I'll go the extra mile. I will not run it.
I mean, if I haven't ran in a very long time, do I have to run 1 mile and then run an extra mile, or does that first mile already count as the extra mile?
It's a good question. I'm remembering when I was in junior high, you had that presidential physical fitness test thing. And part of that was, the first time you run a mile, and then the second time you have to beat that time. And so I knew this. I knew that was the plan. And so that first time I would run a little bit and then I would walk a lot. That first time I did a 13-minute mile. So that way, when I did my 11-minute mile a month later, it was much easier than it could have been had I tried to really push myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was,
All I had to do was beat it. I didn't have to make a certain time.
that was smart thinking. Smart thinking. It's also National Brush Day.
Yep.
Oh,
As in brush your teeth.
where is my
Not your hair.
hairbrush?
Brush your teeth. Guys, do it. Please. Please brush your teeth.
I don't think it has anything to do with brushing your teeth.
So many people, you ain't brushing your teeth. You gotta. You don't think so?
Who do you know that doesn't brush their teeth?
Oh, there's so many. There's so many you don't realize. So many people that just don't brush them. Like, my mother is one of them. My mother is someone that'll wake up and say, you know what? I just realized I haven't brushed my
Don't put
teeth
your
in
mom-
9 days.
Don't put your mom on blast.
She doesn't listen to the show.
Yeah, but some of us know her, and now I'm not going to be able to look at her the same again. What day we on?
It's not an intentional thing. It's just I didn't think about it.
So next time I need to ask her. No, I'm not. I'm definitely not. No. All right. It is also Job Action Day.
Yep. Go get a job. This year more than ever. People, come on. Everybody was struggling to find work just 2 years ago. And now literally every job on the planet is open. Go get a job. For much more money than you would have been paid back then. Just go. They're giving firstborn children away if you will just work the night shift 1 night a week. So, not to exaggerate it, but
I have a job.
yes,
I have
you do.
2 jobs, but
I've got-
only one of them pays.
Well, I'm sorry. Got a Burger King coupon if you'd like that.
Yes. Yes, I would. It's also National Calzone Day.
Yes, please. Thank you.
I love calzones.
I mean,
I do.
I do ascribe to the theory that is put forth in Parks and Recreation that calzones are just pizzas that are harder to eat.
Yeah.
But if they're done right,
Oh.
my goodness.
Okay, so I know that I am going to be in the minority here, but my favorite calzone is a spinach and mushroom calzone. There's something.
The low-cal calzone zone. A spinach and mushroom.
There's something.
What kind of
about-
sauce?
I don't even do like just the buttery sauce on top that they put with the butter and Parmesan. Oh,
So just the essentially the glaze on top and just dry spinach and mushroom on the inside, or. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're in the
And
minority
cheese.
there. Oh, okay.
Well, there's
okay.
cheese on the
I didn't really
inside.
think about cheese. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's cheese. Okay.
yeah.
But no sauce whatsoever? Not even like a white sauce or anything? Mm-mm. Yeah, no thanks. I'm good.
It's my
Do you
favorite.
dip it in sauce?
No.
Nothing?
No.
I'm
Sauce
so confused.
ruins it.
I'm so confused. Sauce ruins nothing.
Love it. I love it. All right. It's also National Cook for Your Pets Day.
Did you not? I didn't realize this holiday was coming.
No, I'm just glad that I saw that word, that little teeny tiny word
Oh,
in
cook
the
for.
middle.
Cook your pets
Cook your
day.
Pets Day. No, cook for your pets. For your
Look.
pets.
Every now and then, our pets get a little too old, and we don't want them to, have to suffer. So we also don't want them to be gamey, and we just take them, cook them up, get a new one. 7 years later, repeat the process. It's the circle of life.
I'm so disappointed in you.
Sorry, coming up with all kinds of names for sloppy joes.
Ew, stop.
Animal names. A spotty Joe.
You know, so some of our friends wouldn't have issue with cooking their pets because some of our friends have livestock.
I mean, yeah, see, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Pig gets a little too old. Cow's done producing milk.
No, cow gets out of the pen.
Horse breaks his
the
leg.
pen. Yeah.
Gotta have some horse burgers.
He's getting cooked. All right. It's National Deep Fried Clams Day.
Nah,
Nah. Okay.
I'm good. I'll pass.
And National Men Make Dinner Day. Listen, I've given you 2 ideas. Deep fried clams and a calzone. All right? The hard work is done. Now you just got to put it into action.
Dog chili.
No.
3 ideas.
No. Mm-mm. Bacon burgers.
Horse burgers. Horse burgers will work, yeah.
So
Clam zones. Twitch chat's coming in clutch today.
man.
So actually, there was a long stretch of our marriage where I did make all the dinners.
Yep.
Because I'm a really good cook, comparatively to my wife. My wife literally burns everything every time she cooks, to the point where our children know this now. I come out and I see what smells like it burned. And Eli will yell, "Mom's cooking again." I mean, what sucks about it is her cooking is really good. She just forgets how long it's been cooking. And so it always burns just a little bit. Sometimes too much. There's been a lot of scraping into the sink with a knife, you know. Get that top layer of char off. It's still good underneath.
So I was watching one of those baking competition shows that's on Netflix, and one of the contestants was having to melt chocolate, and she chose to do it over the stovetop.
Yeah.
And, you know, the judges the whole time are like, oh, she's going to burn it. She's going to burn it. And sure enough, she burns it. And you see her, you know, in the whole process, scoop out those burnt brown parts. It was white chocolate.
Yeah.
White chocolate. So she's scooping out the brown parts. And so then they go to the taste test and they ask her, so you chose to use the stovetop. Did you burn the chocolate by chance? And she's like, yeah, I did, but I scooped that out. It's not a big deal.
Scooped all the burnt parts
so
out.
they take a bite and they're like, yep. You hear that crunch? It's not supposed to have that. That's the burnt
Chocolate ain't supposed to crunch.
And then the other judge is like, but you know, with the lemon flavoring that she put in, it pairs really nicely.
Sometimes I like a good char.
So sometimes burning something pays off.
You know what? Actually, that's totally true. I was at a bachelor party. I was at a baby shower.
Those are two different things.
It was like one of those men's baby showers where everybody brings diapers and you play poker and you know, stuff like that. And it's for our buddy Cipriano, and he was making bratwurst for everybody. And I had never liked bratwurst. I tried it a few times because my in-laws really, really like bratwurst, have it all the time. I never liked it, but it was the only thing there. He accidentally burned like an entire grill full. And so I'm like, okay, I mean, I hate them already. I might as well eat one of these and save the good ones for you people that like them. It was amazing. And so now every time my wife's family has them, I'm like, Greg, leave one on an extra 5 minutes for me. And I love it every single time.
Yeah.
So sometimes burning it can be, I like, as bad as it is, I understand it's terrible for your health. There's, I don't know if it's nitrates or something in that burned meat or like burned bacon, stuff like that is terrible for you. So it's not a common occurrence, but.
It's bad if it's undercooked. It's bad if it's overcooked. It's whatever.
Undercook, overcook, right through jail.
Listen, if your teeth don't get a little bit blackened from your hot dog or your broth, then it's not cooked right.
Oh gosh. And see, yeah, you got to have a little bit of char on a hot dog. if it's on the grill. And I cannot convince my middle kid of that at all. He's like, Mommy, I'm going to eat the hot dog, but not that part. Can you cut that, Patrice? Mommy's having to like slice off little slivers of it.
No, that's when you say, all right, I'll eat it. Bring it over here.
You know what? We're just going to put this one in the microwave for you, and you just won't have a grilled one.
Yeah.
That's how it works, guys. Mm-hmm. How's your week been, Mo?
It was exhausting. Like, beyond exhausting. I had went on that women's retreat the week prior. Felt like, yeah, I'm going to come back rejuvenated and refreshed, but not really, because there was a lot of heavy things that were shared at the women's retreat.
Oh, so yeah. I mean, that's a common thing.
It was super emotional and draining. And then I go into a week leading into a holiday at school where I have to be like super fun librarian and do all the neat things. And I'm tired. I really am. I'm very tired.
Exhausting. So yeah, you did have that conference. I mean, did it go well?
Yeah, it went well. It was just very emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was just one of those situations where like everything that they were saying was like, yeah, but ouch. Yeah. More, but no.
Thank you, Sam. Or thank you, ma'am. Can I have another?
Yeah. Can we stop now? Is it over? Is it over?
Oriole said, my mom used to always burn the biscuits, and I used to say that her biscuits were too hard for even the NHL to use as pucks.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm. How was your week?
My week's been all right. I have to give a sermon this Sunday. It's my turn to fill in as a guest sermonizer. I wouldn't say pastor because I'm not a pastor, but guest speaker on a Sunday morning. So,
sermonizer is definitely not a word.
The sermonizer.
You better figure out how to put that into your sermon this Sunday. And everybody, welcome your very own.
Come with me if you want to believe.
Sermonizer.
Yeah, so I've been really freaking out about that all week, pretty much. Yeah.
Why?
I always freak out about it.
Why are you freaking out?
It's a big responsibility, and I don't like having it.
Why are you freaking
For being
out?
honest. But no, I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be all right. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's not me. It's God. So, if I fail, it's God's fault.
Pray for God to give you the words to say and to close your mouth when you're about to say something you're not supposed to say, and to just cover the whole thing in grace.
Isn't that great? Yeah. Because of the interview that we're doing today, we're going to have one less segment than normal. So we're going to go ahead and sneak in a quick weird news story before we close out this one. And that is, there's a whole lawsuit going on right now that's alleging that Pop-Tarts strawberry filling is not what it seems. We've already been dealing with like the fake tuna rumors from Subway and stuff. We've had whole weeks devoted to this stuff.
Are you seriously about to tell me that somebody is up in arms because strawberry filling isn't actually strawberries? Like,
well,
is that what you're about to tell me?
It says it's real fruit filling, and that's the issue.
But it says real fruit filling.
Right, but the issue is that it's implying that it's strawberry. So here, let me read the story.
No, it's not. You read it, real fruit filling.
But you have to pair that with the flavor of the Pop-Tart. If you're buying a strawberry Pop-Tart that says it has real fruit filling, your logical assumption is to jump to the conclusion that it is full of real strawberries. You're just jaded because you understand how this stuff works with the technicalities.
What I don't understand is how blind some people can be.
And here's how the article starts. It starts almost saying the exact same thing I just said. It says strawberry on the Pop-Tarts box, so you might expect toaster pastries to be stuffed with strawberries. However, the ingredients state that the processed breakfast food has 2% or less of dried strawberries, dried pears, and dried apples, along with food coloring red 40. Anita Harris said that the company is misleading consumers when labeling its strawberry Pop-Tarts by giving shoppers the impression that the fruit filling has a greater relative and absolute amount of strawberries than it does. That's the quote-unquote legal jargon they used. The red food coloring, Harris claimed in the suit, gives a false impression that Pop-Tarts contain strawberries. Harris further claimed that Kellogg's cannot provide a true strawberry taste since there are significant amounts of pears and apples in the filling mix. Now, right here, I can tell you that's where she's off. Because literally every juice that you drink, no matter what flavor it is, has pear juice in it. Mm-hmm. Pear juice is the provolone of juices. It exists only to amplify the flavor of the other juices. Provolone is added to cheeses because it amplifies the flavor of the other cheeses. You don't really taste provolone all that often by itself. It's usually mixed with something else because it'll boost the flavor there. And that's what pear juice does. Anyway. Lawsuit also says that strawberry Pop-Tarts do not provide enough nutritional benefit of the berry, since strawberries have one of the highest levels of nutrient density of all fruits and an excellent source of vitamin C. Harris claims that if she had known the truth of what is in the filling, she would not have bought the product. Harris is seeking damages in excess of $5 million. Whether a toaster pastry contains only strawberries or merely some strawberries is basic front-level information consumers rely on when making quick decisions at the grocery store, Harris' lawsuit said, according to USA Today. Strawberries are the product's characterizing ingredient. Consumers believe they are present in the amount greater than in this case. Other companies offer similar products, but the boxes say naturally and artificially flavored, Today reported. Kellogg's told Fox Business that it does not comment on pending litigation.
Okay, two things. DJJ Shane, man, I need to get mad about something. Fact. But like, here would be my argument. Why is she so upset about it not being real strawberries? Was she eating Pop-Tarts or purchasing Pop-Tarts for her family with the hope that she was actually giving them something of nutrition? Because if that's the case, then what she really needs to do is read on the label at how many grams of sugar is in one serving of a Pop-Tart, and then she has no argument. Her argument is invalid. There is nothing nutritious, whether real fruit or not, about a Pop-Tart.
Enjoy this nutritious, candy-coated, frosted, bleached white flour encased thin layer of sugary fruits, child. This shall surely give you all the vitamins and minerals you need for the day.
Listen, when Topher was 5, I had a WIC appointment. We lived overseas at this time. I had a WIC appointment. And at that WIC appointment, they had done this, like, the science fair trifold.
Just to be clear, she's saying WIC appointment. I keep hearing Wicca appointment. I'm like, she's not a witch, guys. WIC appointment.
Appointment. To get free milk and cheese and eggs. All right. Back to what I was saying. They had this display on a science fair project board, the trifold boards.
Yeah.
Of common things that children eat. And in a Ziploc baggie had a visual of how many grams of sugar are in each of those things. And no joke, my 5-year-old son looked at that, saw Pop-Tarts, which had the most amount of sugar out of, I want to say, like 20 different popular snacks. And he goes, I'm never eating a Pop-Tart again.
Which child is this?
Topher. The one who loves s'mores Pop-Tarts.
The one who's been begging you for s'mores Pop-Tarts every week, day in, day out. Mm-hmm. Hey, those dang s'mores Pop-Tarts are good.
Yeah. He also loves just eating slices of provolone cheese, but whatever.
No, some people do. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying in most cases, it's usually paired with other cheeses. That's all I'm saying. So I remember seeing a very similar thing for like comparing all kinds of junk food, including drinks. And I remember they were using test tubes, small test tubes, just like the thin ones that you would see, like the same size you would see like in CSI that's spinning around those little deals or whatever.
Yeah.
A general test tube shape. And it would have like a Hershey bar and, all these different things. And they all had varying levels of sugar in this test tube. And then they had a 12-ounce can of Coke. And they had to use a test tube 3 times the width, and it was all the way full. I'm like, that's why we have a lot more obesity than than we realize, is because people are drinking bottles of this soda on a regular basis, not realizing that it's literally like 5 donuts
Yeah.
per can.
Yeah.
It's a ridiculous amount, which the other problem is that most people see that and say, oh, okay, donuts are way healthier than I thought they were. I'm going to eat more donuts.
That was my first thought.
But in either case, that's the problem that we have. But anyway, the thing that really stands out to me is not the stupidity of the argument. It's the fact that she's going for $5 million in damages.
Like, where do you come up with this total?
Right? Like, well, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to swing for the fences. Because it's not as it's been presented to me. I have not yet seen an article that says that this is some sort of class action lawsuit where everybody who's ever bought a box of strawberry donuts is going to get $1.50. This is just her.
Yeah.
How much do you think the price of a child's life is worth? I fed them essentially poison because you didn't correctly attribute how much fruit is in your package.
Because you didn't read the label. Good grief. Because someone didn't teach you to read between the lines.
All right, well, we're going to take a break here. When we come back, it is part 1 of our interview with Carollynn the Christian.
Stick around.
Oh, again, if you didn't hear, you're going to want to tune in for that dang interview because it is freaking great on all accounts.
Hilarious.
If the only reason you tune in is for the hilarity, you will walk away satisfied, but there's so much more to it than that.
Yeah, for sure.
Such a good show. Moving on to Tuesdays, part 1. Here we go.
Rise and shine, nerds.
Welcome to episode, I wasn't sure where I was. Welcome to episode 414 of the Back Row Morning Show, a part of the Love Thy Nerd podcast network and the official exclusive morning show for LTN Radio. I'm Radio Matt, the station manager and chief radio nerd. I'm 18 years saved, 16 years married, 11 years recovered, 7 years a father, and 36 years a nerd.
And I'm Mo, a lot of things wrapped up in one small but loud package, your very own casserole of a co-host, doing my best to bring the best, but one thing I'm not is good at math.
Today on the show, part 2 of our interview with TikTok comedian Carollynn Martin, otherwise known as Carollynn the Christian, this time discussing her unexpected conversion to Christianity.
Also on the show today, peanut butter potato chips. I mean, we talk about them. They're not actually here.
On the show. Your favorite and mine, peanut butter potato chips.
Welcome
to the show. Hello, everybody. Just a little bit salty today.
but a tiny bit sweet.
But first, today is Tuesday, November 2nd, 2021, and we got some holidays to celebrate.
That's right. It's All Souls Day.
All Souls Day, man. It's from Community. Sorry. References, you get it.
It's also Plan Your Epitaph Day.
Yeah. You know what this is about?
What's your epitaph?
That's the thing that's written on your tombstone.
Why? It's not going to be what your family puts on it anyway.
You don't get to choose that.
Right? If I get to choose it, then it was, here lies Mo, always patient, always kind, always loving.
Loud mom.
Exactly.
That's what they're going to write. Loud
always
and mom.
losing it.
Loud/mom. But the day is about more about colloquially figuring out what you want to do with your life and planning to do good things so people would write something nice in your epitaph. That's essentially what it is. It's a thought experiment of write down your own epitaph and then try to live up to it.
No.
Which I can get behind. He died doing what he loved, driving backwards in traffic. That's my epitaph.
Everybody stay off the roads if you're in Clovis. I'm just going to say it. Until he figures it out, stay off the roads.
Okay, literally, like, I had been driving for 5 years, and I pulled out onto a street, did not look in the direction that I was turning into. I did not look if there were cars coming in the lane I was turning into. Realized too late that there were, and I swerved back into the lane that I'm supposed to be going opposite of. There is a car coming directly at me, and I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. So I stopped, and it luckily was far enough away that he could move around me. He was nice enough to not even honk, because I think he realized what had happened. But it was the scariest 10 seconds of my life. So yeah, but that was like 15 years ago, guys. I've gotten a lot better.
Your math is wrong. Your math is wrong. You're 36. You said you had been driving for 5 years. So that would have put you at 21.
Which is 15 years ago.
One thing I am not good at is math.
In your freaking face, Mo.
Shut up, Matt. Kick rocks. It is also National Deviled Egg Day.
I don't eat anything that can be deviled and not angeled.
Exactly. Over here.
Not in my Christian server. No, thank you.
Over here in the back row, we prefer angeled eggs. Thank you. Now because we're doing an interview today, we're going to have one last segment of the show than normal, so there's no arguing on Discord today. However, it's time we come clean and admit that we are major junk food nerds, and every week we like to discuss and talk about junk food that has been recently announced or even spotted in stores or on menus. You can shut your pie hole.
We discuss and talk about them both.
Those are two very different things. Discussing and talking. Different.
Yeah, okay. I'm just not gonna.
Thank you.
We're gonna go places, and we're just gonna stick with the show format as we have it now, and just ignore all of that. All of this right here. Just ignore it. Coffee Mate Creamer, 3 new flavors are launching.
When are they going to stop?
They will never stop.
Can I just ask that?
Doritos will never stop. Oreos will never stop. Mountain Dew will never stop. And Coffee Mate Creamer will never stop coming out with new flavors. The 3 new flavors launching in January. Vanilla Bean, which I feel like, how has that not already been a flavor? I feel like that should have been one of the first.
Right.
Golden Grams.
Okay.
I mean, okay. And then Zero Sugar Cinnamon Roll. Guys, I have tried the Zero Sugar Caramel Macchiato for the first time because having this new baby has forced me to start drinking coffee again against my will. And it's dang good. So I'm ready to try all the Zero Sugar creamers that are coming out because they're killing it. They're killing it. Reese's has been stuffing its big cups with a bunch of different things over the years, with varying levels of success. Reese's Pieces in a big cup, fantastic. Pretzels, not so great. Toffee Bits, why, God, why? But rolling out this month is the offering that might beat them all, Reese's Potato Chip Big Cup. Basically, little bits of Ruffles in the peanut butter.
Okay, so it's
reviews.
not just going to be a chip in there?
Right, it's going to be bits of a chip.
Okay.
And early reviews say they pair amazingly well.
I would assume.
Yeah. So I've had like the chocolate potato chips, like the wavy Lays, when they would, like a couple Christmases in a row, they came out with the chocolate dipped wavy Lays. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. So glad they are not available year round.
Well, and we tried to figure out
I'd be dead now.
how they keep the chip crunchy after dipping it, because that has to be how they do it.
Right. Yeah, we tried to figure it out and we couldn't, but it still is.
Yeah.
And I'm guaranteeing you that these chips are going to be crunchy inside the peanut butter cups as well. I can't imagine a world where it wouldn't be great. So, but then again, I thought the same thing was going to happen with the pretzels. And it was awful.
The pretzels are not good.
It was not a good. So I don't know. I got high hopes, but I'm optimistic. I'm cautiously optimistic. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Doritos Twisted Lime Chips are returning to shelves. Doritos is also giving away limited edition Triangle Secret Society of the Triangle Illuminati-esque bags on their Instagram. They're very weird, but kind of cool looking. So if you're into those kind of weird collectibles, go check it out on Instagram.
No, Topher, we're not getting it.
Oreo gingerbread cookies are back, which I enjoy those a lot. Sprite Winter spiced cranberry is back, as it has been many years. But this year, there's also a zero sugar version. So I'm finally going to be able to try it.
Oh, it's so
looking
good.
forward to that.
It is so good.
Skittles coming out with candy canes. 5 flavors in 1 cane, everybody.
Don't.
Guys.
Haven't they always had candy canes?
No, apparently not. Apparently this is the first time. Or maybe it's the first time they put all 5 flavors in 1 cane. I think maybe they did have one that was like individual flavors at one point. But now they're just like rainbow canes. I don't know, guys.
Hey, so I can decorate my library Christmas tree with them.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Let's move on.
Guys, game changer alert coming in hot. Actually, coming in frozen. Red Lobster's frozen Cheddar Bay biscuits ready to bake. Exclusive to Walmart. Just top it with a little melted butter once it's out of the oven. That makes it even easier to get the best biscuits on the planet into your mouth.
No, you guys, this has been a thing for a while now. You can just call in and order for biscuits from Red Lobster, and they will have them boxed up and ready for you to run back. You don't have to worry about taking them out of the freezer and cooking them. What are we having for dinner? Something that pairs well with Red Lobster's Cheddar Bay biscuits? Okay, perfect. Let me make a call real quick.
Yeah,
I'll be there in 10 minutes.
A bag of 6 of them is like $2.50. Like, they're super cheap.
Yeah.
They're less than 50 cents a piece.
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
And you know that they're so much better cooked there.
Actually, I disagree with that though.
Really?
Because my wife has made them for me in the past multiple times from the box.
Uh-huh.
Double.
Why is this a box?
From the box. Jack in the Box. That's what you're doing. Dun, 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 dun. You add double the amount of cheese. Out of this world. Beyond anything I've ever eaten fresh out of the oven at Red Lobster. It's amazing.
Okay.
Double the cheese it tells you to add. So dang good. But anyway, yeah, you're right. You kind of put the wind out of my sails for the frozen cheddar biscuits.
Well, here, I'll put it back in real quick because KY just reminded me that,
Oh, probably not at 9:45 p.m.
Yeah.
See? There we go. This is why we have you around, KY, because you use your head. You're a lot quicker than some of us.
Have you around for many reasons. Many reasons. But I still stand by my original statement, but keep a bag of the frozen ones for those
Just in
late
case,
night.
for the emergencies.
Yeah.
It's your emergency Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Exactly.
Everyone needs a box of emergency Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Emergency biscuits.
Oh, Taco Bell is giving away 1 free Doritos Locos Taco to everyone who wants one on this Thursday, November 4th, while supplies last.
Every Taco Bell across the nation only has 5.
Hurry in. We open at 9.
While supplies last. Sorry.
Also, look, I don't know if this is a glitch that I'm having or if it's app-wide, but I had an order from Taco Bell today, which took me over their little rewards thing in their app to give me like 1 free item. And it gave me 5 awards, and they're all in there. And so, if you want some free bean burritos, order something soon, and maybe before they fix that app glitch. Just a
bean burrito is the last thing.
Well, they got a bunch of different options you can get. You can get. I think the most expensive thing you can get for free on that list is the Nachos Bel Grande. It's almost $4. You can get it for free with that reward. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see here. Enlightened has released new low-carb, ready-to-bake cookies in chocolate, peanut butter chocolate chip, and chocolate chip. Low carb. I think they're 2 grams of carbs per cookie, which is not bad. Jimmy John's kettle chips are now available at over 3,000 Walmarts in their regular and barbecue flavored bags. I've had the barbecue Jimmy John's chips, like kettle. They're like kettle cooked chips that they make in the store, fresh, and they're amazing. So I'd love to get a bag of these. Hey, back to Taco Bell. They're testing a fajita quesalupa in Ohio. Fajita in this instance means a quesalupa shell, which is amazing, stuffed with cheese and roasted bell pepper this time, folded around a choice of either steak or grilled chicken, plus the new creamy poblano chili pepper sauce, shredded lettuce, shredded cheddar, and diced tomatoes. this seems different. Different enough for Taco Bell.
Nah. I still think it sounds disgusting.
Sonic has released zero sugar drink mixes for water in the flavors of cherry limeade, strawberry limeade, and their ocean water.
Strawberry
flavor.
lemonade.
I'm sorry, strawberry lemonade. You're right. And their ocean water, which my youngest will love. Doritos extra flamin' hot fire zone chips are out. That's a tie-in with Call of Duty Warzone. We tried that extra hot Cheetos, right? Had the little peppers, and they weren't really all that hot. I was kind of surprised.
It was a good day for you because you had
I'd never had any kind of flaming hot anything.
Yeah.
And we went
'cause you were
full bore,
fearful.
extra hot.
Yeah. You were fearful it was going to be too hot.
And they were
you
good.
like, oh,
This is pretty good.
I can handle this.
And we also got that amazing gif of you eating them one after another.
Yeah. I'm just here for the show.
Just here for the show.
We need to do an updated one though because I'm about 45 pounds lighter than I was then.
Keeping in the zero sugar arena here, Lipton has now come out with a zero sugar lemon sweet iced tea mix, which might get me back into iced tea, guys, because I miss it. Ready Whip Zero Sugar, and now in a purple bottle, is out now. It also says that it's keto friendly on it, like it has a big sticker that says keto friendly. But all whipped cream is technically keto friendly. Yeah. It's like a carb for an entire mouthful.
Yeah.
You just
that was one of like the perks when we were doing keto. Like, just yep. At night before bed when I was really feeling that like sweet craving. All right, where's the Ready Whip? Don't got any Ready Whip, but we got Cool Whip. All right, let me have that.
That'll work. Ready Whip is also coming out with a Swiss Miss hot cocoa flavored whipped cream, which, I mean, yeah. Eggo Minis also coming out. Well, we've had Eggo Minis for a long time. It's the little square with the 4 circles connected, But now they're coming out with baked in maple flavor. So no need for syrup.
I really feel like these. I mean, they did that with the French toast sticks, didn't they? That has the maple flavor baked in.
Yeah, and then they have the cinnamon toast minis, which have the cinnamon flavor.
So I really feel like they kind of stole from McDonald's here, because McDonald's with their McGriddle, it was the McGriddle.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
McGriddle. It's like the pancake with the maple stuff built in. Those are great. Those are great.
Yeah. Eggo just jacked McDonald's.
Eggo bit off McDonald's for this. Santita's chips, which most people will know as the budget tortilla chip, is coming out with a cilantro lime flavor.
Santita's is Chris's favorite.
It's like mine too.
Ugh.
I love them.
Ugh.
Love them.
They're disgusting.
So I'm excited for that too.
On the border. Thank you. Those are the best chips.
And then Candy Pop Popcorn is coming out with new Sour Patch Kids bits sprinkled all over it, which Mo and I will say has got to be a bad idea, right? Because we've had the Sour Patch Kids cookies where you're pairing one texture with the Sour Patch Chewy texture, and it just doesn't work. And I cannot imagine it would be better with popcorn.
Awful.
So bad.
Awful.
You would be chewing on the cookie, and the rest of the cookie would dissolve, and you'd still be chewing on the bits of Sour Patch Kids
stuck in your
forever.
Teeth.
They were the perfect size to lodge into your teeth.
I feel like that was our first
It wasn't our first really bad taste test.
Well, our first taste test that we had high hopes for, and we were completely like...
That was the first big downer.
Yeah.
Big disappointment.
We were like, yeah, this sounds great. This is... Oh, my gosh. What just happened? So here's a fun fact. Sour Patch Kids used to be called Mars Men.
Yep.
You weren't supposed to act like you knew that.
I knew that.
You were supposed to act like all the kids that I played Halloween Jeopardy with over the last several days that were like... What?
There's also another country, and I don't remember which one, but there's another country where they're known as very bad kids because sour means something else in their language.
Okay.
think it means rubber or something in their language.
Rubber Patch
So, like,
Kids.
very bad kids. Yes, they were known as Marsmen, as they were supposed to be like aliens, but they rebranded them Sour Patch Kids because of the craze of the Cabbage Patch Kids dolls at the time in the 70s or wherever it was. And they jumped on that bandwagon and it paid off for them. What?
If I could figure out a way to kick or flick or throw something through Twitch right now, Oreo would be getting hit.
What happened to Oreo?
Oh, wow.
that's
That's crazy. I didn't know that, Mo. Thanks for sharing that amazing knowledge with us.
How do you know he's not being sincere?
Oh, I can hear
There's
the
no
sarcasm
There's
in
no
his
sarcasm
voice.
emoji there.
The sarcasm is underlying. Always.
He might just be trying to shout that over me. Like Matt was trying to step on your thunder. Thank you, Mo, for bringing us that knowledge, not
you
Matt.
still sound sarcastic.
Right, but it would be towards me and not you.
What is happening tonight? That's okay. I got a new best friend.
Anyone listening that's not on Twitch right now is not understanding everything that's happening.
Okay.
But that's just a reason to watch us on Twitch when
That's
we record
exactly
these on
right.
Fridays or Saturdays, because it's a
The
blast.
invitation is open.
All right, let's take a quick break.
When we come back, part 2 of our interview with TikTok comedian and my new BFF, Carollynn the Christian.
Stick around. Oh, man.
See, you know I do it out of love, Mo. Whatever. Punk. Whatever.
So you dressed as Oriole for our Among Us Halloween game where we were all dressing as each other. I got to dress as you.
I know, and it freaked me out the entire time. The whole time. And then even when you posted the highlight, I was like, why the heck am I?
Why is he using my picture for the thumbnail? What's going on?
And then I'm like, I know my stream did not give him anything. Nothing.
It was awful.
I'm
already beating myself up. Why do you need to chime in? I'm just saying, look. But yeah, it was very chaotic and very fun. That's going to have to be a tradition for sure. But for weeks now, since we've been able to start playing again on Tuesday nights, since all their server issues were happening, KY has been in my chat saying, you need to change this, you need to change that, change your outfit, trying to trick the algorithm somehow into letting me be an imposter, because I could not get an imposter game. And then suddenly I'm dressed like Mo and I get 3 imposter games in a row. And then that third one, I told KY, yep, we figured it out. I just got to dress like Mo in order to play for some reason.
If that's the case, you can be my character all the time, because I do not like being imposter. I really don't.
So much pressure.
And
You're pretty good at it.
Even when, not this past week, there was so much pressure between streaming and like, is it working? Is it not working? I don't know what's happening. Okay. And then the couple of times that I was imposter, poor Thray, I'm just thankful that she carried that one round. She killed everybody. She did.
She really did.
I didn't kill a single person. And then the one time that I did try to kill, the game ended. And I was like, oh, okay, never mind.
I'm going to get you. We win.
Yeah. It's exactly
Finally got
what
the
it
courage.
was.
But it was a fun night. It was good. It
Sure.
was one I needed.
Fun.
All right, Wednesday. Here we go.
Rise and shine, nerds.
Welcome to episode 415 of the Back Row Morning Show, a part of the Love Thy Nerd Podcast Network and the exclusive official morning show for LTN Radio. I'm Radio Matt, the station manager and chief radio nerd. I'm 18 years saved, 16 years married, 11 years recovered, 7 years a father, and 36 years a nerd.
And I'm Mo, a lot of things wrapped up in one small but loud package, your very own casserole of a co-host, doing my best to bring the best. But one thing I'm not, as I proved yesterday, is good at math.
Today on the show, the final part of our interview with TikTok comedian Carollynn the Christian, Carollynn Martin. It's been a fantastic first couple of portions from this interview. And I really think you're going to like how we drive it home today. So make sure you're sticking around for that.
Stick around. And also on the show today, Matt and I are going to go head to head in a game.
But first, today is Wednesday, October 27th, 2021, and we got some holidays to celebrate.
That's right. It is National Homemaker Day.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to all the homemakers.
It used to be National
Housewife Day.
Housewife Day. Yeah. And they changed it, which is fine. I'm not the main breadwinner in my home, so. But I'm also, I don't know if what I do would qualify as being a homemaker either. We still kind of split everything, chore-wise. Are we both the homemaker at that point, or are neither of us the homemaker? Do we both get to celebrate, or nobody celebrate?
I don't know. I feel like...
What's the technicality?
I feel like all around, no, whatever.
No, whatever?
Yeah.
In the middle of your own sentence?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what you call self-control and growth.
Nah, whatever.
Not everything
You know
needs
what
to
I
be
think? Nah, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm so curious.
Jesus is your homemaker. Thanks, KY.
Oh,
Thanks.
man.
All right. It's also National Sandwich Day.
Yeah.
Sandwich, not hot dog, not burger, not hoagie, not
Those
sub.
are all sandwiches.
No, they're not.
Every single one of them.
No, they're not.
is a
Did you
sandwich.
see? Did you see that a judge ruled that a burrito is not a sandwich? Did you see that? Did you see that? They had an actual hearing to determine whether or not
A burrito was a sandwich?
a burrito can be classified as a sandwich.
I've never thought of a burrito as a sandwich.
No, I would think of a burrito more like, is it a taco? But then, is a taco a sandwich? If
No.
you consider a hoagie a sandwich, then why isn't a taco a sandwich?
Why would you put them in the same category?
Because there's meat and condiments and cheese.
But a
In
corn
the
tortilla
middle?
is not bread, it's corn.
Okay, bread is wheat. They're both
Yeah,
grown.
that's bread.
And
Like, you have to have a specific category of bread for corn. Like, there's only corn bread.
okay,
And that is
okay.
never used to
Then
make a
what about a
sandwich.
soft flour tortilla? It's
that-
made from the same thing.
That, I would say, might classify as a sandwich.
But that's a soft taco.
Okay, well, you got a point there.
And burritos are typically made with flour tortillas.
That's true. Well, that's what I was saying. I agree with the burrito aspect. Yeah, this is a good discussion. Let's talk about it for a
Hey,
little
and
bit
have
longer.
you heard of cornbread?
I just literally said
Oh, I didn't
cornbread,
hear
and
that.
I
didn't
said,
hear
but
that.
nobody
Sorry.
makes sandwiches out of cornbread.
I saw Grayson's comment, and I just had to jump on it. Sorry. Even though he was very rude earlier. And lastly, it is National Stress Awareness Day. Y'all stressing me out, and I'm very aware of it.
I need y'all to be aware of how much you are stressing me out.
I am aware of the stress I am under.
Because of our interview today, we're having one less segment of our show than normal. So
Oh, so now it's time for Matt and I to go head to head in a game.
why do you just always assume, okay, he stopped talking in the middle of that? That means he forgot his line. Not that it's my turn to talk.
Why do you have me come in the middle of your sentences?
I assume you're following your show prep. But I
I'm
guess I got that
listening
wrong.
to you.
That's what everybody else is supposed to do. You're supposed to be engaged.
I can't be engaged if I'm not listening.
I mean, you make a good point.
I feel like these shows are extra argumentative and
It's just you. I don't know what your problem
Sassy.
is today. This whole week, you've just been jumping down my throat.
really what it is that I called dibs on Carollynn being my new BFF and you got upset about it. That's what it is.
Like, I'm ready to replace Mo with Carollynn right now.
It's Carollynn. It's not Carollynn.
That's right. I'm saying it that way so I remember how to spell it correctly.
It's Carollynn.
Carollynn.
See, you don't even know her name.
So this is a new app for our usage here. It's called Endless Quiz, and this is very similar to the kind of The thing that y'all guys put us through, our Twitch friends put us through a couple weeks ago, just a bunch of random stuff. But that was more kind of a tune to us, and this is really random. This is pure randomness. So
it's going to be like playing Trivial Pursuit, the original version.
Yeah, something like that. So there is multiple choice, and we're each going to have, let's do 9. Let's do 9 questions. Let's see who can get the most. All right. You ready?
Sure.
Here we go.
Why not?
Which of these animals is primarily an herbivore? A lynx, an owl, a hare, or a dragonfly?
What the heck is a hare?
It's kind of like a bunny.
Okay. Took me a minute.
A wig. A living wig.
Like,
I've never seen my hare eat any meat.
exactly. Okay, hold on. What was after hare?
Dragonfly.
Primarily an herbivore.
Yes.
What was before hare?
Owl.
Owl. That's my answer.
Owl. Okay. Wrong. It's a hare.
Stupid hare.
Focus so much on the hair. What is true for electrons? They are bigger than protons. They are part of the nucleus. They are bigger than neutrons, or they have a negative charge.
It's true of electrons?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ruling out D.
Ruling it out. Okay.
Ruling it out.
I thought you said rolling out.
I'm rolling it out.
Rolling out on D. That's the answer.
Part of the nucleus.
They're part of the nucleus. It's D. They have a negative charge.
Shut up. I thought neutrons had a negative charge because they both started with N.
Oh, man. Before a medieval teenage boy could become a knight, he had to serve as a what? A squire, a friar, a reeve, or a minstrel? Nope.
That's probably the answer. I'm going with that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Wrong. It was a squire. All right. Which animal is in theory biologically immortal? The jellyfish, the fly, the mussel, or the bee?
Do you know this?
I do.
Like, is it super easy and I'm just overthinking it?
I don't know if it's super easy. I've just heard it, so I know it. But I don't know how widespread the knowledge is.
But, like, I know that I've seen jellyfish dead. I know that I've seen flies dead.
Okay. But this is biologically immortal. That means they could be killed by something, but if they were just left to live on their own, they theoretically might never die.
Okay. That doesn't help me.
Okay.
I'm going jellyfish.
Correct. Jellyfish also have no brains, which is weird.
Yeah.
Hey, people in our Twitch chat, stop putting guesses in the chat.
Well, I don't look.
Just yelling at KY, sorry. Jellyfish only die in battle. Because you're going to help Mo. You're going to help her think. Don't put the answers in there until afterwards.
I don't look.
You help me too. I will look, so keep me honest.
So you can just keep posting while it's my turn? Not while it's his.
Oh, why are they immortal?
Because if they were left to just be on their own, they would live forever. They only die in battle.
They essentially don't age, I think was the simplified version of why. They don't age. They don't have a lot of the things that most biological animals have. And like I said, they don't have a brain, they don't have a nervous system, they don't have a lot of stuff. So there's not much to die off.
I'm going to ask a really dumb question, and that's okay, because that's what this show is.
Yeah.
Do they even grow? Like, get bigger?
Yeah, they do grow, because they start out like super tiny, super teeny tiny.
Okay.
I think they might just keep growing.
Can you imagine?
Do you remember a couple years ago they found that horrifyingly long squid-like jellyfish at the deepest part of the ocean that anyone's ever been in with that camera? And it just looked like, I'm going to have to show you the picture so you have nightmares. It's gross. All right, next question. Oh, wait, you got that one right.
Yes. It's, I think the only one that I got.
All right, number 5. Which animal can sense infrared? Raccoons, sperm whales, leaf warblers, or pit vipers?
Sperm whales.
It's a pit viper.
What the heck is a pit viper? A
Viper you
snake?
find in a pit. Yeah. Which animal can produce pearls? A cow, a spider, an oyster, or a sturgeon?
It's an oyster, right?
Is it?
Well, I don't know what the heck a sturgeon is, and I know cows and whatever can't. So an oyster.
Haven't you heard of cow pearls before?
No, I've heard of, what are they called? What are they called? Somebody knows what I'm thinking.
Yeah. What are mountain oysters?
Rocky Mountain.
I think they're just mountain oysters.
No, it's Rocky Mountain.
Okay. I'm so sorry.
Listen.
Why would the cows be in the Rocky Mountains? Anyway, oyster is correct.
The Green Mountains. See? Rocky Mountain oysters. Thank you very much.
Okay. I've only heard them ever be called mountain oysters.
Well, then you heard wrong.
I've even seen them on menus as mountain oysters.
Nope. That's a lie. You ain't never seen them.
KY, I just texted the hubby who's putting a 5-year-old to bed to see if he wanted to trade out on bedtime duties, and his phone pinged from the kitchen.
What's he cooking now?
Which, let's see, we're 6 in. Which is an example of an adage? I ask for your judgment. What can shake thy sure repose? Yet art thou still but Faustus and a man. Little strokes fell great oaks.
What?
Which one of those is an adage, Mo?
Man, I have something that I really want to say, but I can't. I can't right now. I don't even, all I can focus on is the last one. That's it. B.
B, what can shake thy sure repose? No, it was the last one.
Shut up.
What factor is defined as the magnitude of electric charge per mole of electrons?
Why?
I don't know what this is asking even. The Faraday constant, Euler's constant, Lockschmidt constant, or Avogadro constant.
Who the heck came up with this game?
Smart people.
C.
C. No, it was the Faraday constant. Duh.
Shut up, Matt.
You have one more here. What is the arrangement of chemical elements sorted by their properties? Is it the atomic chart, the canon of elements, the periodic table, or the chemical tree?
The periodic table.
Correct. You got 3 out of 9.
Good grief.
Fantastic job.
30%, right? Which enzyme has a proofreading ability? See, I'm not even going to be able to read these stupid answers to you. Nitrate reductase, DNA polymerase, pepsin, or pancreatic amylase.
What is the question again?
Which enzyme has a proofreading ability?
Proofreading. Pancreas.
I don't even know that they really mean like proofreading.
Pancreatic.
Wrong. It's DNA
That was my second
poly
guess.
whatever. Yeah, the correct answer was my second guess for everyone I got wrong too. There's a person at your front door.
Who is that? Worry about it later.
But now okay. Where did the nuclear accident of 2011 take place? Yokohama. How do you say that one?
Guangzhou, Nanjing,
or
Fukushima. It's Fukushima.
I'm glad you said that one. Very good.
That reminds me of, it's like one of the first episodes of News Radio where Matt is in the booth telling a news update on the Buttafuoco news story from back then. But he comes out of the booth and he's all proud at how well he delivered it. His boss says, it's pronounced Buttafuoco. What did I say? Not that.
Exactly. Oh man, which is not a discipline? A discipline? Yeah, which is not a discipline at the Winter Olympic Games? A discipline. Tug of war, skeleton, biathlon, or figure skating? Who the heck calls them disciplines?
I don't think they do tug of war at the Winter Games. I'm going to say tug of war.
Yeah, you're right. What is derived from the term parallax of 1 second? Paragon, parapet, parsec, or parsec? Parsec.
My
parameter.
mind went completely blank. Can you say the question in
No.
words again?
What is derived from the term parallax of 1 second?
Parallax.
Oh.
Parallax of 1 second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Paragon, parapet, parsec, or parameter?
Okay, it's not parapet, and I know that because of Hamilton. I don't think it's a paragon. What's the last one?
Parameter.
I think it's parasec.
It's not parasec.
What is it? Parsec. I think it's parsec.
Yeah, whatever.
Thank you, Star Trek.
How long does it take for the moon to rotate once around its axis relative to the sun? What is this little squiggly line?
Approximately.
3 days, approximately 18 days, approximately 9 days, or approximately 27 days?
Approximately 27 days.
Whatever.
Boom, baby. What the heck was that? Oh, we're frozen.
Oh, yeah, we are frozen.
Frozen. Oh, there we go. We're back. We back, y'all.
Guess
All right.
who's back? Who was a United States Army general during World War II?
Patton.
Why couldn't I get that question? A plus 16 equals 39. What does A equal? 23, 13, 19, or 29?
23. I didn't know there were math problems on here, especially simple ones.
I could do that
That's
math problem.
hilarious.
To resuscitate the heart, a common recommendation is to do chest compressions to the beat of
Staying alive.
Good grief.
You had all kinds of crazy science questions.
This is dumb.
Full of words and phrases no one's ever heard.
This is how it always happens. It's how it always happens. It's why I typically choose to go second. Which substance burns with an invisible flame? Gasoline, diesel, methanol, or sodium chloride?
Is it methanol?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, I got 8 right. But look, this is what always happens. I win the first game, and then I get to challenge you the next time we're together with the same game, and you somehow destroy me.
I'm going
every
second
time.
next
So
time.
that's how it's going to happen.
Already saying it.
Oh, man. That's funny. That's funny. Latvia, heck of a tug of war team. Alternately, do another one bites the dust. If you want them to die, or what's going on here?
It's the same. It's a different song with the same beat.
But
So funny
that's an
story.
insensitive song to do it to.
Funny story, Lark. Whenever Chris would come home from work and had a particularly productive day at his job, he would walk in the house playing that song. I can't tell you what his job was, but you can guess.
Oh, that got really morbid really quickly. Mafia hit boss. That's what he was. We're going to take a quick break.
When we come back, Carollynn the Christian shares with us how God is working on her now.
Stick around. Oh, gosh. All right. We need...
Definitely not a paramedic. He would play that song in a happy way.
Oh, that would be awful.
Yeah. It was a good thing when he would walk in playing that song. Yep.
Oh, that would be so bad. That's the most morbid thing I've ever thought of. Chris comes home after a long day working in the EMT,
to save lives.
singing Another One Bites the Dust while crying.
And another one's gone, and another one's gone. Another one bites the dust.
Okay. Guys, we need a question. We need an Ask Us Anything question, please. Oh, our ancient microwave is haunted for October. Every time you open the door, it turns on. When you close it, it stops. Oh, that's terrifying.
Kara!
Hey, Kara. Tell her we love her.
No, tell her that I love her.
Mo is not in the mood to share friends today.
I'm not.
Another one. What was the Weird Al version? Another one. Rides the Bus. That's right. That was like his first one, wasn't it? I think that was his first parody song. It was definitely the first one he ever performed live. Don't. Another one, ride the bus. Yeah, I remember that.
Can we please tell that one?
Which one?
How did your first date with your current spouse go? I mean, we both only have ever had one spouse, so.
I'm trying to remember.
I remember mine.
Okay. Well, let me go first then, because you seem like yours is going to be more entertaining.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Welcome back to the Back Row Morning Show as things are winding down for the day.
But first, we're going to answer a question from Twitch.
Yes, we got Grayson, asking us, how did your first date with your spouse go? So.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
How'd you say his name?
Cyan Grayson?
You said Cyan Grayson.
Oh, well, I do.
And then that really made me question because I've always thought it was cyan,
Yeah,
like the
cyan.
color.
Well, no, it's cyan like the Dragon Ball Z guy.
Okay, because the color is spelled with a C, right?
Yeah, that's spelled Cyan.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I believe it's pronounced the same. But anyway, not how many? That's Rev Kev threw the question in. How many times did Mo defeat Kevin? Oh, it is saying Grayson.
And
It's saying Gratson.
Oh, no, it's Grayson. Saying Gratson.
Anyway, Kevin throwing the question, how many times did Mo defeat Kevin on the podcast?
Oh, hold on.
Never?
0.
Never, not once.
But you left, and I'm still here.
And then you chickened out and left because you didn't want it to ever happen.
Because
So
your
that's
life
your
got
fault.
very deeper in the South.
Yeah.
In Texas.
Yeah. That's good. That's a good one. It's a good joke there. I'm sorry, we've just been talking to a professional comedian for the last 3 days. Gotta raise up your game here.
Hey, you know what? It was cheesy, but I'm actually kind of proud of it, okay?
Okay. Here we go.
What's the question?
The question is, how did your first date with your spouse go?
Okay.
So I'm gonna go first because I don't think mine's all that bombastic. My
They
wife
call
and
me
I,
Mr. Bombastic.
Mr. Bombastic. We were not allowed to date for the first 2 years or so that we were boyfriend and girlfriend. She was not allowed to date until she was 16. Ooh. So I took her on our first date on her 16th birthday. And we went to Red Lobster because that was fancy. And it cost entirely too much money for my 17-year-old pocketbook. And I gave her a promise ring.
On your first date.
On our first date. Which we were also mowing the lawn for the church. That's what we had volunteered to do that year. And so it took about I want to say 6 months for her to lose that in the lawn. And we were never able to find it again. It's probably still in the soil at our church somewhere. But yeah, so that was fun.
My turn?
Yeah.
Okay, so I had just moved to Tennessee from North Carolina. I grew up in North Carolina, spent my entire life there, and moved to Tennessee, moved in with my mom and my baby sister and baby brother, and for about a month, slept on my mom's couch 24/7 because
24/7?
I was depressed.
Oh, okay. Got it.
I did not want to be there.
Got it.
And my mom had had enough. So she went to work one day and sought out a boy who was roughly my age and walked up to him and said, "Hey, my daughter just moved here a month ago. Would you mind showing her around the area?"
My daughter moved here a month ago. Do you have any priors? No? Okay.
And
No kidnapping, arrests, or anything? All right.
Followed up her statement with the question of, "Well, do you have a picture?" So she showed him a picture of me.
Do you have a picture or at least $100?
Right. She showed him a picture of me, which was the one time, actually, one of the only 2 times in my entire life that I had super dark hair. And apparently that was what attracted him, was my super dark hair.
Which
so
one
he
was the
said
last
yes.
time you had super dark hair? 2014, 15?
The year that Santiago was born.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah. And everybody
You
thought
all
I
know
was Kara.
that. You all know that year.
Everybody thought I was Kara.
Everyone was getting you, Daedra, and Kara mixed up.
Yeah.
And it was
Very strange.
difficult for all of us.
Okay, back to my story. So a couple days, he calls. We talk over the telephone, which, if you know my husband, he is not a talker at all. So I could quite literally hear paper unfolding and him like wrestling with paper as he's asking me these questions. We'll come to find out years later. My mom was like, "Yeah, I had written down questions for him to ask you to like talking points over the telephone." Okay. So a couple days later, I go into the grocery store that they worked at just to meet him face to face. I walk in and I have blonde hair and not dark hair, and his eyes were huge. I could tell then that he was like, "This is not what I signed up for." But he agreed to take me on a date, that very first
I
date.
think I ordered a brunette one.
Right? That very first date, again, we
Bait and
meet.
switch situation.
We meet at the grocery store. I get there on time. He gets there about 15 minutes late. Surprise, surprise. And he is pulling in as I am walking out to my car because I was done. Forget this. He's pulling in. I walk past him and see him driving and another girl in the passenger seat of his car. Not only does he show up to our first date late, but he's got another girl with him. So he sure enough parks, watch me get in my car to leave because now I'm really fuming, and walks over him and this girl who was actually his best friend and was a boy, just had very long hair. And a very feminine face. But yeah, so his friend Kenny ended up joining us for our first date in Kenny's basement, watching movies, eating Taco Bell. And it's all history from there.
Have you seen that TikTok that went really viral about that girl sharing her worst dating app story?
No.
Where she's like, they talked on there and said, "Hey, you wanna go get some dinner, whatever?" Yeah, say, "All right, I'm gonna pick you up," and they go, and actually she drives, and he says, "Let's go to Taco Bell." And they go to Taco Bell, and he leans over her and yells in the speaker, "I would like 100 crunchy tacos, please." And they get to the window, and he does the "I don't have my wallet" thing. So, "Do you need me to pay?" Like, yeah. So she pays, but she's like committed. Like, "I'm here. I'm doing this. Might as well." They buy 100 tacos. They go to his house where his dad is sitting there watching the television. He dumps them all out on the table, sits down, picks one up, and yells, "Let's feast!" and sits there eating tacos. The dad comes over and starts eating some of the tacos. She's unfolding her taco, eating it. The dad says, "You want to see my workshop?" And she says, "There's never been anything I want to see less." And then eventually she says, "Okay, this is it." And she gathers up all the tacos that are left because she paid for them.
Yeah.
And she leaves. That's what I'm imagining now, is y'all sitting in your base, his friend's basement with his friend, all sharing 100 tacos.
Yep.
But you stuck around.
17 years later. Yep.
It's a fairy tale, Mo.
I mean, it's not a fairy tale, but it is definitely a comedy. And what a better way to end our week.
Let's end with our verse for the day.
Our verse for the day is Hebrews 4:16. Let us then with confidence draw near to the throne of grace, that we may receive mercy and find grace to help in time of need.
That's going to do it for our show today. Remember that we air first exclusively on LTN Radio, LTNOnAir.com, every Monday through Thursday at 8 a.m. Eastern, with an encore at 10 a.m. But if you miss a day or just can't catch the show live, you can find the Back Row Morning Show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, etc. Subscribe, rate 5 stars, and leave a review. Do it and we'll love you forever.
Also, the podcast feed will offer a weekly highlight episode focusing on just our main topics for the week for those of you who can't commit to the full 3 hours a week. And make sure you're following us on all the socials. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Just search for @TheBackRowLTN and connect with us.
Tune in tomorrow morning for the Back Row Rewind, where we will bring you a classic episode of the Back Row Morning Show, and we should be back with new episodes next Monday, and we hope you will too. Once again, I'm Radio Matt.
And I'm Mo.
And remember, if nobody else tells you, we promise it's true. Jesus loves you, nerd. All righty. Did you bring a thing? A taste test?
Yeah,
I didn't see you. I didn't see you bring one in. Is it that LaCroix? Because I don't want it.
In fact, it is. Kaylee, I'm pretty sure that you were here when I had my
she
dark
said
hair.
that. She said I would have been there. Yeah. Sorry to say that.
I don't know why I always put the taste test out of reach.
You think I'm going to come over there and steal it?
Maybe.
Mid-show? The suspense is killing me.
That's talent.
Did you
right
just
there.
grab it with your foot like an ape? Goodness gracious.
Talent. Okay.
I will need a raid, but I don't. But we got to do this first. So.
Okay, listen. I don't know if you've had this yet or not, so I do have a backup taste test. Okay. All right. But in celebration of the holiday,
Celebrate.
I have
Franken Cup. I have not had it yet, but I feel like it's just a Reese's cup, isn't it? Just with food coloring?
No, is it? I mean, I have a backup taste test.
Well, let's try this, and if it doesn't blow our socks off, we'll try it.
It's milk chocolate with green colored cream.
Yeah, but it's the colored cream is what's throwing me off. It doesn't say it's flavored anything weird.
Yeah, but it's cream on the bottom. It's usually just peanut butter.
Oh, you know what? You're right. You're right. I was focusing on the wrong word.
If I could have just $1 for every time somebody like surprisingly tells me, "Oh, you're right," I would be a millionaire.
Well, it's just so rare.
A couple times over. I know. Which is sad.
You told me I didn't know how old I was at one point.
You don't. I mean, that's a Reese's cup.
Yeah, I gotta
It
tell
does
you.
have a little bit of a different... It's not a taste. I think it's just the texture. I guess because it's cream and not chocolate.
Slightly softer.
No, I was actually thinking the opposite.
Oh. It tastes exactly like a normal
It does.
Reese's for me, so
All right.
not blown away. It's a fun gimmick for Halloween, but it's nothing new.
Our backup taste test.
Okay. Doritos Tapatio
Hey, I saw it and thought,
Salsa Picante. I've never had Tapatio sauce
neither have I.
or Doritos.
Actually, maybe I have.
Like, oh gosh. Whoa.
Is it strong?
It's a strong flavor. It's
Ew,
not like,
it's
doesn't
very-
smell hot, but
it's
very,
vinegary.
yeah, very vinegary. Holy
Oh,
cow.
smell it again. It's
don't
vinegar.
wanna.
It's all vinegar. Vinegar.
Yeah. Oh, that one kind of got me in the nostril.
It's like Doritos meets salt and vinegar potato chips.
I don't like those. So
Oh, I love salt and vinegar potato chips, but I don't know that I'm going to like them with Doritos. They look different too, don't you think?
hey, Grayson, if there's one thing you need to learn, it's that there's no wrong way to eat a Reese's. That's been their slogan for like 20 years. You bite it if you want. It's okay. You don't have to shove it all in your mouth in one bite.
Some of us can't do that. Some of us have sensitive teeth.
Lay's ketchup chips. I've not had the Lay's ketchup chips, no.
They don't sound particularly good though, but I'm not a ketchup fan. Are we ready?
That has so much flavor on it.
Doesn't it look weird?
It is flavor blasted.
I feel like it looks different than a normal Dorito. Does it not?
It looks scruffier. It looks like a Shaggy Dog version of a Dorito. All right, let's go.
I feel like it looks more baked.
Nah. Well, I don't know.
Like it doesn't have as many air pockets as a regular Dorito does.
Nah, that's plenty of air pockets, I feel like.
I think you're wrong, but whatever. All right, ready? Oh. That is a different kind of corn chip. That is not a regular Dorito.
No, it's a regular Dorito. Whew. Kick doesn't come in until you swallow it.
Grayson's got jokes.
What did you say?
That's why you're so short. You need to catch up.
Ah, zing. Huh. Mm. They don't taste bad, in my opinion.
No, but that like you put it in your mouth and you can smell and taste the vinegar right away, and it's very off-putting at first.
It's a lot the first 2 seconds.
Yes, but then it settles and it's pretty
nice.
good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just not sure I want to go through those first 2 seconds after every chip. But not bad. I can see why people like that.
And there is a bit of a kick.
Okay, I'm happy with both of these things.
All right.
That's all right. That's pretty good. So that's a tease. Somewhere closer to Thanksgiving, we've got a special taste test coming. Brock's turkey dinner, new version. It's got apple pie and coffee in it. But it also has green beans, roasted turkey, cranberry sauce, and stuffing. All of which we've tried before and nearly vomited.
Which was the one that was really bad?
For you, it was the turkey. For me, it was the stuffing.
The turkey?
The turkey was the one that caused you to have a literal meltdown.
Was like cat food.
The stuffing tasted like dog food. It tasted like straight up dog food to me. That was the only one I had to spit out. Oh, they are awful. They are terrible.
Yeah, but we have to try the apple pie and the
But
coffee.
there's enough apple pie and coffee now, which sound like they should be better.
Can I... Is it one? Is it in, like, did they do...
No, it's two different ones.
Okay.
There's a coffee and an apple pie.
I was about to be really upset. Like,
They got rid of the carrots.
oh, see, and the carrots were pretty good.
Carrots were all right. They tasted like a ginger carrot kind of thing. They were all right.
The carrots were pretty good. No, the cranberry is also good.
Cranberry is nice, yes.
Everything else was garbage.
Everything else was so bad. So bad, you guys. So anyway, look forward to that. That'll be fun. But that's going to do it for our show. Lark, I do need a raid, so if you want to go ahead and get that rolling as we wrap up here, that'd be great. You can choose wherever you want to go.
Before we sign off, love you, Bonnie. Love you, Kara. Go work out, Kevin.
Don't
Bye,
they have
guys.
another child?
Hannah's asleep.
Oh, I thought you were just deliberate.
Bonnie and Kara are
Forget
watching.
Hannah.
Hannah knows I love her.
Hannah knows what she did.
She got me blamed for teaching her how to stick out her tongue.